Hello and welcome everyone to another exciting edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan. And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. First for the Warriors. And for the Rockets.
You know, the Rockets turned a lot of heads last season, guys, as they got back into the playoffs after missing out the year before. A big part of that was how they played at home. They were very tough to beat in Houston.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Pass to Curry. Launches it. That is good. Curry's got the opening basket of the game for the Warriors. And the Rockets, as you said, Clark, strong at home, and that can be seen in that record of 29-12. Just the kind of home record, Steve, you need to get into the playoffs.
And it was the way the Rockets played that was so impressive, Kevin. They attack the rim, and then they kick out and bomb a ton of threes. And I think that's the kind of attack, the kind of style that can really bring a friendly crowd and bring them to their feet. And I thought the Houston fans got more and more animated as the season went on.
Good on both.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in 07, when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs.
5 to shoot. Pass to Green. He dishes it to Butler. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Well, back to that Warrior road record that Clark was talking about. 19-22, as you said. But I remember an early road trip that, had them go 6-1. Really helped them start to believe in themselves. Steve, as a team last season.
Yeah, that included that buzzer-beating win against Miami on Draymond Green's shot. I mean, I think that's when this group really realized that they could make some noise and possibly be a playoff team. He ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
And here's Golden State. Podziemski. He's covered by Thompson. And Butler, here we go. Feeds it to Curry. From deep three-point range. And so it's Houston with it. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. Doing a good job staying tight on their perimeter shooters is something that he wants his guys to focus on. He knows how much this team can hurt you if you give them too much room on the perimeter, and they're determined not to let that happen in this one, gentlemen.
Doris, thank you. Obviously, Clark, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
Well, yeah, it is, Kevin, but the upside is you're not getting broken down in the lane and you're not giving them free throws, but you still have to challenge those shots.
Now here's Brooks. Van Fleet. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. He's got 5.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Curry kicks to Green. Outside Butler. Podziemski. He's covered by Thompson. Outside Green. Releases. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Kicks it to Thompson. Van Fleet. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. Curry with it. Outside Butler. And they get it. And he sinks the layup. Butler's got 5.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 2. And the second quarter will... And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far.
You know, when you get an influx of talent through the draft like the Rockets did prior to last season, the initial reaction is excitement, but then you think about, man, how are we going to get these guys ready to play NBA basketball? And The Rockets did a nice job by taking it easy and bringing them along slowly.
Green passes to Smith. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And for the Rockets, you look at how that strategy worked out for them, and it was exactly what they needed. Got off to a quick start last year. And, you know, Steve, toward the end, their rookies were fresh and able to contribute when it mattered most.
You know, Kevin, it's hard for fans to see a player get drafted and not immediately see the floor, but a lot of times that's the best route. You know, you give a player time to adjust, you make him earn it, and by the end of the season, he can be a very effective player. I think plenty of the Rockets players proved that last season.
And that one's good.
You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea to put an extra body on him, get some help when he barrels his way in close. He's such a good finisher. He needs more than one guy to defend him.
Smith sends the pick for Holiday. And in. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Payton outside. In low to Davis. That's good. Davis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Outside, Green. Green gets a screen from Smith. Green dishes to Smith. A good finish at the wrap off the slick feed.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Curry passes it to Moody. It's blocked. The drive by Green. Smith outside. There's the pass to Holiday. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Holiday's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. And the Warriors making a change here. 1:24 left in the first half.
Well, this Warriors ownership group has really energized the franchise. They've been very proactive. They purchased the D-League team from Dakota with plans to move them to Santa Cruz, about an hour south of Oakland. And in order to accommodate the team's home games, they built a new 3,000-seat arena in a matter of months.
Green kicks to Adams. Van Vliet. This one for 3. Shot is off. Kuminga, the pass to Hill. Kuminga buried from 15 feet out. And the Santa Cruz Warriors, as they've been renamed, have been a hit. You know, Clark leading the D-League in revenue, making the D-League finals last season.
And you know, with all of the D-League games now broadcast on YouTube, the exposure for players in the D-League is better than ever. And for the Warriors to have their D-League affiliate so close by gives them a much better opportunity to develop their young talent.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they got to hurry. Step on the gas here.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Curry gets the bucket. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Well, they really started to come on here in the second.
Playing much better here, guys, and it looks like they're starting to make up some ground. We'll see if that can continue.
Hill against Green. Green with a screen on Hill. Green dishes to Green. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Well, I'm sure he'd like to have that one back, but making it a 2-possession game was the key, and he got that done.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Rockets ahead, up by 4. We'll take a quick break, then get you back to the action.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a great game out in Houston. Thanks for joining us. A strong first half for the Rockets. With 2 quarters left to play, they've been an offensive juggernaut, scoring with impunity. And midway through, the Warriors are still alive. They're crashing the offensive glass with reckless intensity, tremendous hustle. Leading the team in scoring, Stephen Curry. You have to love the way he's asserted his will on the offensive end. That'll be all for this episode. It's in the books. I'm all done reading. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy the second half.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Well, you look at the turnaround last season for Golden State. A lot of it has to do with the steadying presence of Jarrett Jack and Carl Landry off the bench. Both players brought a toughness and a level of competitiveness that was maybe missing from the Warriors the year before.
Şengün, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I like the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
And for the Warriors, such an impressive turnaround last season, but financial constraints, you know, Clark, make it tricky for them, make it tricky for anybody to keep teams together.
Well said, but I give the ownership credit for making the commitments necessary to put themselves in a good position going forward, Kevin. After such an impressive postseason showing, I think they want to continue that momentum.
Green left side. Shoots from 12. No up. The Rockets go the other way with it.
I'd love to see them impose their will a little bit more on the backcourt. Usually that's a great way to take control of the game.
Well, they haven't been able to do that yet, but it's something they're certainly capable of.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hey, guys, as you know, Anthony Bennett was the #1 pick in the NBA draft. At 6'7", he can rebound like a power forward and shoot like a guard. But what's his best position? Bennett said, quote, I feel that playing the stretch 4 is an advantage for me because I'm quicker than most power forwards. I can shoot the ball well. Everybody said I'm a tweener, but I dominated college my only year. I scored inside out, rebounded well, and helped my teammates. And guys, with players like LeBron and Carmelo Anthony having great success playing as skilled power forwards, it's a great move for Bennett.
An intriguing young talent. Thanks. Some solid defense from Butler.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Curry kicks to Butler. Back to Curry. Green left side. And the basket good. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Eason. Another shot. Şengün lays it in without an inch of room around him. He's got 5.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Looks like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning a timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
1:06 left to play here in the third. Here's Green. Gets it to go.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
No question. Pound it into the painted area and continue to put pressure on that defense.
There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Brooks outside. Şengün. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, they are just destroying him in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And you know, one of the things you got to love about him is how he triggers that fast break. You know, the instant he gets the ball in his hands, he's looking to make the outlet pass and always seems to put it on the money.
And the other most noticeable thing about him to me is his passing. I mean, he makes things so easy for his teammates. All they have to do is get to the right spot on the floor, and he'll get it to them.
There's a screen. Van Vliet loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. And now a 9-point Rocket lead. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Curry passes to Green. Outside Curry. He passes to Butler. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Thompson outside. couple of seconds left. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Rockets lead by 9.
I like the way they played here in the first half. Just an intelligent floor game, getting good shots.
Numbers certainly back that up. They're shooting a much better percentage.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Rockets. And the final period of play just about to start. Now here's Butler. Brooks covering. With the fadeaway. Gets it to go. 9 points for Butler.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
And here's Thompson. Post shot. Got him with the bump fake, but couldn't finish. Warriors trail by 7. The feed to Green. Shot clock at 6. Wadzinski. Brooks covering. Thompson with the rebound.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
And you can count him go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
The Warriors making a switch here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Another area where I think they've been really solid is their execution at the free throw line. They've really taken advantage.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out.
Number 21. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play. .112 left to play here in the fourth. Passes to Curry. Wadzinski. The kick outside to Butler. Off target from three-point range. Clark, they're in good position here to ride it out. Yeah, they certainly are. I mean, if they just play smart right here, Kevin, this game's pretty much over.
Back to Thompson. Van Fleet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. It's Thompson off the drive, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Back to Curry. Wadzinski. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Curry with the 3. Up again. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Well, I love that aggression. Forget about the tip. Just grab the thing and slam it home.
Well, what a way to get second chance points.
Yeah, don't take any risks. Just put that ball back in the hoop.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 8. 6 seconds left in the fourth. What do you think, guys?
Well, talk all they want, but I just don't see a way for them to get back into the game here.
You know what? I don't know if there's a 10-point play out there, and that being the case, this one is over.
So we see the Rockets get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. That about does it for